Hey guys, welcome back into Legacy. So today I'm actually going to hit up something that I've been wanting to do for a while. It just took me a while to get through the rules on it to do this video, but I am going to do a sample character for Rolemaster Unified, not United Unified, because I think there's a lot of miscommunication about what Rolemaster is and isn't. Yes, it's a crunchy system. Yes, it takes a lot to kind of wrap your head all the way around, but I'm going to say this for it. While it does have those flaws, it also is a really good system that is highly realistic and a lot of fun to play if you have the right players that are willing to do this stuff. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to open up the sheet. You guys can see the sheet. There's our sheet right there. So I'll keep bouncing between some different screens so you can see what I'm looking at, just so you know. And we'll go through a character really fast. And hopefully, when I say fast Rolemaster. I won't worry about doing like equipment purchases and all that stuff. I just want to show you the mechanics of creating a character. So we're going to ignore some of the more mechanical parts of it, like weight allowances and stuff like that. But we are going to get into how stats are generated and all that fun stuff, so you get an idea for how it works. So going to my character sheet here, I have decided that I want to build a Vulfin, which is a wolf folk. He's going to be a Vulfin. So you see, I typed that in my sheet there. Okay, so what does a Vulfin get? Okay, so you start with the stat bonuses for the race. So he gets a +0 to his agility. So we're not going to change that under his racial bonus. He is going to get +3 to his constitution. Hopefully this doesn't do what it did to me last night, where it zeroes stuff out like it's not supposed to. +3 to his constitution, -3 to his empathy. So he is not a very empathetic character. He's a -3 to his empathy. He is a +1 to his intuition. So 1 to his intuition. He is +0 to his memory. Let's see something real quick. Can I add the screen share to this screen? Okay. I don't want that. Sorry, guys. There we go. That's what I want. I want to hide the. You don't need my camera today. Let me customize real quick and make this a little bigger so I can read it a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're on memory of 0. He has a prowess of +0. He has a quickness of +2. So his quickness is going to be a +2. His reasoning skill is going to be it's a -1 reasoning. He is not a very reasonable fellow. For being a Wolfen, they're not very reasonable folk. He is going to get -4 to self-discipline and +2 to strength. So -4, +4, +2 here. And I don't know why they put a 10 right there. There we go. Okay. So that's his racial bonuses to that stuff. And then you're also going to see he has resistances of +0 across the board. So we're going to go down to his resistances down here. And we'll start filling his resistances out. Let me see if you guys can actually see that or not. Okay, it's a little hard to see, but you can see the resistance boxes down there. Do that to the other side. Come on. Let me customize again. And I want that to be... How do I send that to the front? I do not know how to get that to the front now. Let me customize this just a bit and bring the size down just a bit so you can see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so a little easier to see now. Okay, so you see it's +0 across the board. So his racial bonuses are 0s across the board. He gets no racial bonuses to this. And then his level ×2 is going to be 2. Because he's a level 1 character. So that's his racial bonuses there. Okay, so we can see that. And then he gets plus 10 to his endurance. So we're going to go down. We're going to go down to the skills here for a second. We're going to go under his body development, and under the special knack column for body development, we're going to put a 10 right there. Oh, come on! Don't lock up now. Don't lock up now. Oh, it's locked up. Crap. Oh, dadgummit. It's locked. What the heck? Keep sharing that real fast. See if I can get that to... It's being a little bit of a pain in the butt today. Of course, because I'm trying to do this. Yeah, it's not letting me download the sheet. Shazbot. You know, it's just as easy to start over here real fast. Let me do that because we're not very far in. I apologize, guys. Technical difficulties. You got to love them. Where is my folder? There it is. Not what I wanted. Sorry, I opened that in the wrong folder. Or in the wrong applications. Let me open it in the right one, and we'll open it under Brave because I want to be able to edit it. If you're not aware, WPS does not let you edit. So because I'm using Linux, I'm getting a little bit of a different thing. Let me bring that sheet back up. Screen share screen. It's the screen share. Okay, there we go. Let me go back over here and do this again here. So I am just going to open the book. It's going to be easier for me to open the book. Put the width. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second here. Okay, so he gets +3 Constitution. Let me go ahead and put those numbers back in. Make sure it works this time. I don't know why it just hung up on me like that. +3 here. He gets... Sorry, +3 here. -3 empathy. -3 empathy. +1 intuition. +1 intuition. +2 quickness. Okay, apologize, guys. I did not set out to intend to have technical problems. -1 reasoning. -1 reasoning. -4 self-discipline. He is not very disciplined, guys. Wolfen are not very disciplined. And a +2 to a strength, which I need to zero that out real fast. I don't know why that has no zeros. Okay, so, and then I'm going to go back down here real fast. And we'll go ahead and add in his racial bonuses and all that fun stuff to his stats. And do all of his resistances here. Okay, now we're back on track. Okay. Okay, so we're adding hits. That's what I was doing. Okay, making sure I lost track of where I was at for a second. So we got to go down here to skills. So you can see there's a skill called body development. That's where you're going to get your hit points from. So in this column that says special knack, make sure I look at it right. Make sure I get the right one here. That is going to, he gets +10 to that for being a Wolfen. He gets 30 base hits. Or I'm sorry, endurance is +10. Hits are +30, not 10. +30. And then he is going to get, you'll see up here, he has an endurance for fatigue is a +10. Okay, pretty quick, pretty easy. Okay, so the last thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at, so he gets +1 foot stride. So his, where is his size? He is a medium creature somehow. Don't ask. I'm not even going to get into that. So we need to figure out his maximum pace here in a minute. We'll do that in a second. He gets a +1 pace. And the rest of that's going to come up at the end of creation. Okay, so then we need to put in his racial attributes, his racial talents, which are down. Come on. Stop being a pain. There we go. There's racial. So he's going to get acute sense 2. Get acute sense 2. Hearing dog. So he hears like a dog, which is kind of fun. I can't type today either. Because the hearing of a dog. Because he's a wolf. Natural weaponry. Why does it keep bouncing me back to the start? Natural weaponry. Restricted diet and frenzy. I can't see what I'm typing. Why does it keep doing that? Why does it move me over? Okay, so those are his natural racial abilities. So, and that's all you need to know about his race right now. Like I said, his stride, his height, all that stuff will come up later. So we'll look at the table. Vulthen start at 6'3", and because they're medium creatures, you're going to roll 2d10. Because he is a medium, so okay, so 2d10 is going to tell me the height difference. So he starts at 6'3" because he's a male. He is going to get a total of 6 inches more, so he's going to be 6'9". He's going to stand 6'9" inches. Oh, too many types. Okay. And then for his weight, so if you look at the table, he adds 6 pounds per inch over his minimum. So he starts at 225. He's 6 inches taller, so he's going to gain 36 pounds. So 225 plus 32 is going to be 261. He's going to be 261 pounds. I'm doing the math right. You can adjust that number by up to 30% either way. That is something you can do. I'm not going to do that math on that. That's just something that you want. Real quick, actually, I need to do that when I get to it. So he is a, oops, forgot to type this back in. Vulthen. He's a Vulthen. Okay, so that is all you need to know about his race. Okay, so you have his height, his weight, all of his modifiers in there. Pretty fun, right? Okay, so the next thing you have to do is you have to choose a culture for your character. Because I'm envisioning him as a rogue, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make him a nomad. He's going to be nomadic as a rogue. So for culture, I'm going to put it in right here. He's a nomad. Yay, nomad. Okay, so that's going to give him certain skill ranks. This is where you're going to get into culture ranks. So he gets 4 ranks in animal handling of whatever animal he wants. I'm going to take horse. Takes 4 ranks in horse, right? Animal handling horse, and he gains 3 ranks in riding. So, and I'm also going to take horse as his animal here as well. Okay, real quick, so you can see what I'm looking at. This table is a little small on this screen, just so you know. So if you're having trouble seeing it, I promise there's not much I can do. It's just how big the table is. But this is the table I'm using to reference, so you guys can see that for yourselves and reference to it. I'm not going to hold that up on screen when I'm doing this because it's just, I think it's a little too small for you to read. But I will go through it with you. He gains a rank in a perception and tracking as well. So he gains a rank in perception, a rank in tracking. He gains 1 rank in body development. So we go down to Brawn. He gets a rank in body development for being a nomad. He is going to gain 1 rank in unarmed. There's a note on here. Okay, so for unarmed, he's going to take claws. So we're going to come down here to his combat training, unarmed 1, and he's going to fight with his claws. Okay, so 1 rank in claws. He gets 1 rank in any composition and performance art. So we'll have to figure this one out. Composition, performance art. So he gets 1 rank in any of these that he wants. He's going to get it in writing. He's used to writing ransom notes. How about that? And then he gets 4 ranks spread about among any of the crafting skills that he has available. So for his crafting skills, he can take culinary cook, fabric craft, spinster, dyer, tailor, weaver, seamstress, or leather crafting. I am going to, and I can put up to 2 ranks in any of these skills. So I'm going to take, why does it keep doing this to me, man? It's been a pain in the butt today. So for crafting, I'm going to take culinary at 2 ranks, and I'm going to take leather crafting at 2 ranks. Come on, do what I tell you. Why is this thing being such a pain in the butt today? Really? You're going to do this again? You're going to... Hang on, it's being a little bit of a pain again. Man, this system is not wanting to work today. There it goes. Okay, never mind. I got it. Okay, there it goes. It took a second. And 2 ranks in leather crafting. So he has 2 ranks in those 2 skills. Let me close some windows. That might be what's bogging me down a bit with the screen share. Okay, so he gets 1 rank in navigation and 1 rank in survival own region. So he gets 1 rank in navigation. And they call it own biome on the sheet, just so you know. That's a little bit of nomenclature change. Then he gets 14 ranks in languages. So we're going to go ahead and he's going to gain Vulfin as his primary. And then his own written is going to be Vulfin. And we're going to give him 3 ranks in Vulfin, both written and spoken. And then we're going to give him common as well. He's going to be able to speak common and write some common as well. So he has 6 ranks. So we're going to do 2 and 2 on common. And then we're going to let him speak orc. So that's 6, 10. He has 4 ranks left. So he's going to speak orc at 2. And we're going to give him 2 more ranks in goblin. How about that? That works. Some kind of shady languages. So he speaks 2 ranks in orc, 2 ranks in goblin. So he has 14 languages. And then it says he gets region own lore. Region own at 5 ranks. Region, there's lore, languages, region own. Okay, there's 5 ranks in region own. He is going to gain 2 ranks in region neighboring. They call it other region. Don't fret the nomenclature. I don't know why they did that. And then he gets 4 ranks spread about among other lore. So he's going to take creature lore at 2 ranks. Come on, don't do this again. It might be dying. My keyboard may actually be dying. That might be what it is. I have a rechargeable keyboard, so if it starts dying, it'll do all kinds of funny things. I didn't tell it to do that. I don't know what that was. Okay. And he's going to take creature lore. He's going to take orc as his creature lore. And then I'm going to give him racial lore 2. And we're going to give him racial lore 2 and Vulfin. Okay. So he knows his own race pretty well. Fairly competently at the start anyways. Okay. He gets 1 rank in both herbalism and medicine. So we go down here to medicine. Herbalism and medicine. He gets 1 rank in both. Okay. And then he's going to gain 2 ranks in running, which is a movement skill. Running, he gets 2 ranks in he can run under a pressure. And then 1 rank in social awareness and 1 rank in trading. And those are all of his cultural skills. That's all the cultural ranks he gains. So we're done with his culture. Then we're going to go to his profession. And I have decided that I want him to be a rogue. He is a rogue class, is his profession. And because he's a rogue and he is not a spellcaster, he can choose any of the realms to be any of the realms to belong to mentalism, channeling, or essence. I'm going to make him an essence guy, which means if I were to ever develop him as a spellcaster, he would develop as if he was a wizard. Essence is arcane magic, whereas channeling is more divine, and mentalism is your psionics. So, which leads me to the next table you guys need to see before we jump into anything, and we'll have to reference this table quite a bit because you're going to get 60 development points to build this character. So what we have here is the profession skill cost. You can see it looks very kind of complicated. It's not. You can buy up to 2 ranks in any skill for the listed cost. So what we want to do here is we want to buy his skills. So the first thing we want to buy for him is I want to give him some body development. So we're going to buy a couple of ranks in body development. So we're going to buy 2 ranks in body development. Body development for him is going to be 6 total points. Let me bring a calculator up real quick because I need to do the math. So that's going to leave me 54 points because he buys 2. He needs to have his hit points. So then I want to go ahead and I want to make him combat ready. So I need to find weapons. So combat training, go back to the table. Combat training. So this gets weird. I need to show you the table again real quick. Sure, I'm showing the table. Okay, so you see the combat trainings. You get to list your trainings in order of preference. So up to 4 weapons. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make his primary training. He is going to be competent with a short sword. So I'm going to buy 2 ranks in short sword, which is right here. 2 ranks in that. And then I'm going to buy 2 wrong ranks. Wrong ranks. Okay. And I'm going to buy 2 ranks in that. And then I'm going to buy 2 ranks in ranged short bow. So he's going to be able to use a bow and a short sword. So that is going to total up. It's going to be 4 points plus another 5 points. So it's going to be a total of 9 points to do that. So that's going to leave us 43 points to spend. I'm sorry, 45 points to spend. I did math wrong. I'm notoriously bad at that. Okay, so let me get back to the character sheet for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I now have his combat capabilities pretty well addressed. He can swing a sword, he can shoot a bow, and he has some hit points coming in. There you go. Pretty simple. The next thing I want to do is because he's a rogue, I want to give him some subterfuge skills. So we're going to go into, we're going to give him ambush for sure. We're going to give him 2 ranks of ambush, which is a good skill to have. 2 points in concealment and 2 points in stalking. So that is going to be a total of, because subterfuge skills are 4 points for every 2 ranks I get. It's going to be 12 more points are going to be spent right there. Okay, so he's at 33 points remaining. Let me look something up real quick because I need to choose an attack for that. I get to it real quick. It takes a second. I gotta peruse the book. The book is actually better laid out than it used to be. Okay, so he is going to take his ambush skill is going to be in ranged. So there you go. He has 2 points in ambush ranged. Okay, so he's going to take ranged ambush. Get back to the place I just was because I need to get that. Like I said, this is the only annoying part. I have to kind of go through the book. Wrong. Okay, so like I said, 33 points remaining. So The next thing he needs to do is, it probably wouldn't be a remiss for him to have a couple social skills. For example, intimidation probably won't hurt him to buy a couple of ranks of intimidation. So that is going to be, social is 2, 3, so it's going to be 5 more points spent right there. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to give him a rank both in social awareness and in trading as well, which is going to be 4 points total. Okay. So he's got 4 points tied up in that. So we do want him to be able to run a little bit. That's actually probably not a bad skill for him to have. So we're going to give him a couple ranks in that. And I will change the total ranks when I'm done. I'm going to climb. So, oops, sorry about that. Movement skills are going to cost me 4 points for every 2. So I just put 8 points into that. So that leaves me 16 points right now, guys. So he can move, he can run. One he definitely needs for sure. I got to find it. Combat training, combat expertise. Maneuver and armor is a good one for him to have a couple of ranks in, which is battle expertise. That's going to allow him to make maneuvers while he's in armor. So that's going to be 7 points. It's going to be 7 more points. That leaves me 9 points to spend. That's not a bad one for him to have. Let's see. He had to have movement and armor. Okay. We'll give him a rank in navigation and 1 rank in navigation will take me how many points out of that? Which is environmental skills. So that's going to be 2 points out of that. 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay, that's going to take 6 points out of his list right there. That's going to leave me 3 points. So basically, I need to find something I can buy for 3 points. Okay, so because I think it'd be interesting, he needs to be able to treat his own injuries. We'll give him a rank of medicine. Okay, so we have purchased all of our skills, right? So let's go ahead and total up the ranks we have. So we have 4 ranks in this, 3 ranks in this, 1 rank in this. Oh, that's not a 1. That's a tilde. We have 2 ranks in that, 3 ranks total in body development. Okay. We have 1 rank in a weapon armed, 1 rank in this, 2 ranks in this, 2 ranks in this. Okay, he's going to have a total of 2 ranks here, 2 ranks here. He's got 2, 2, 5, 2, 2. And then we got his languages, which is kind of fun. 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, and 2. His total ranks. He has 1 rank in this, 2 ranks in medicine. And then he has 4 ranks here total. 4 ranks total here. He has 2 ranks of social awareness. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, I'm not looking where I'm typing here. 2 ranks here. That's all good. Okay, that's all of his ranks. So all of his ranks are totaled now. So he has his total ranks. Okay, so the next thing you have is what's called professional skills. You have a list of 15 skills on your characters. Here's the list for rogues. You can choose any 10 of these to gain +1 per rank to a maximum of +30 on your skills. So I'm going to go into the actual book because it's a little easier to read. Where is the... I skipped it somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give him perception is going to be one of them. So we're going to give perception. He has 1 rank in perception, which gives him an additional +1 to the skill. because he needs to be able to do perceptive, because what he does, we're going to go ahead and give him body development, which is going to give him an additional 3, because that is a skill that he has that he can take. We'll give him maneuvering and armor, which is a movement armor is going to be +2 because he has 2 ranks. +2 in that. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got 3 of them so far. Okay, making sure I'm getting all of them here. Make sure I'm doing the math right. He's going to take melee weapon. Actually, he's going to take both melee and ranged weapons, which will put us up to 5. So that'll be a +2 to that and a +2 to that. That's going to be 5 skills. We will give him survival own by own. Survival real fast. It is an environmental, right? So own by own, which will be a... Oh, I missed one. Sorry about that, guys. No, I got that right. Okay, that's right. I'm about 1 rank in that. So, okay. So that's going to be a total of +2 for that. It's going to be 6. He is going to take running. Oh, well, I did that wrong again. He's going to take running, which is a movement skill. That's languages and lore. So let me get the movement here real quick. Medical movement. He's going to have +4 to running. +4 to running. That's 7. He is going to take ambush and tracking as well, which are subterfuge skills. So he's getting +2 to both of those. So he gets 2. Oh, mistyped again. Like I said, guys, I'm a terrible typer at times. I don't know why. Nope, I did put that in the wrong spot. Dang it. Oh, that was too far over. So that's a total bonus. Okay, and then he's got, that's 8. I'm not tracking. I don't want tracking. I want stalking. That's what I meant. Okay, I put that in stalking. Good. Okay, and then he's got 2 more skills he can choose from. Let's see. He'll take Poison Mastery, which is going to be a little bit of a weird one. I'll find it on here. Okay, got to find Poison Mastery real quick. It's in here. It's got to find it. It's a medical skill. So he right now has no ranks in it, so he gets a +0 flat. But eventually I do want to teach him how to use poisons. So I would want to teach him how to use poison. That's 9. And we will take blind fighting as well, which is something I would like to develop later, which is combat expertise. I do believe. So he has 0 ranks in this, but so he has a +0 in this as well. So real quick, so you guys can get back to the sheet real quick so you can see what he looks like so far. So far we have all of our total rank bonuses and his special and special and profession skills added in, all 10 of them. He has all of his special and bonuses. The last thing he's going to do for his profession is he's going to choose 2 skills to get a flat +5 on. So for him, I'm going to give him I'm going to go ahead and give him ambush to give that a +7 total for his knacks. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do, and it comes from the same list of skills, guys. And then I'm going to give him combat expertise range, a straight +5 bonus as well. So there you go. It's a +7. There you go. Okay. Now you got to, now comes the fun part. We have to add all of our stat bonuses and all that fun stuff together here in a second. But what we're going to do is we're just going to do rank bonuses. So it's a +5 for every rank between 1 and 10. So this is a 20. This is a 15. That's a 5. That is a 5. That is a 10. That's a 15. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of interesting. It is a -25 if you do not have a rank and a skill. So I'm going to have to add those. I don't know why I put the plus in there. I've not been doing that. So 5, 10, 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 5, 10, 10, 25, 10, 15, 15, 10, 10, 10, 10, 5, 10, minus 25, and 10, 20, 10, a 10, a 10, a 10, a 10, a 10, and that, I believe, is all of his skills. Yes, everything else is spell list. Okay. Since we're not doing spells, I don't need to worry about spell list right now because I'm not buying any spells. Okay, so now we have all of his ranks and everything done for him. He is now officially done with his profession. So the next big thing we're going to do here, this is where you're going to get into rolling your stats. This is the final step to before you total everything up. Okay, so you'll see that it says potential and temporary. So you're going to have two stats in this game. Your potential is the maximum your stat can achieve. Your temporary is what your stat is at the current level. So let me go ahead and show you the stats and what they look like. This table, again, might be a little hard to read, so I'm not going to make you guys try to read it too much. But you can see anything below about a 6 is considered just dubious. No character can have a stat lower than an 11. So every time you roll this, you're going to roll it as if you were doing a character, as if you're rolling 11 or greater. And what you're going to do is for each stat, you're going to roll 3 times. The highest stat is going to be your potential. The second highest is your temporary, and you discard the third. So in this case, we got a 23, a 20, wow, and a 72. So we got a 72 and a 23. So his agility absolutely sucks right now. But don't worry, there is actually a chance to change these stats at the end of stat rolling. So we're probably going to have to make that change for his agility. So his constitution is 49, 91. Looks like that's going to be my potential. 91 and 85. So 91, 85. So he's actually really, 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 really tough constitutionally. Empathy is going to be a 63, a 17, and a 27. So 63 and 27. Yikes. That is a sucky empathy. He is not an empathetic character at all. He does not understand other people. Wow. 15. 98, which is probably going to be a potential. 98 and 66. So his intuition is okay. He's okay as an intuitive character. Memory, 55, 59, 63, and 59. So you can see there's not a lot of growth potential for his memory. He's not going to grow a lot with his memory. Okay, so 31, 15, 25. 31 and 25. Nice. He is terrible at presence. Quickness is a 78, a 19. Got to reroll that one. 19 and a 53. So 78 and 53. A 58, or is that 60? 68. 68. 34. 34. 68. So he actually has a lot of room to grow in his reasoning stat. He actually can go up in reasoning pretty well. 68. 74. 68 and 74. Not bad. So his self-discipline is okay. Considering that his racial self-discipline sucks, his self-discipline is not going to be healthy. 69, 34, 73. So 73 and 69. Okay. So we are done rolling out his stats. Okay, so one last thing you get to do with this character before you're done with stats is you get to choose any two of the following boosts. You could pick the same one twice. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose replace any one stats temporary with potential 5678 twice. So we're going to replace that 2763 with a 5678 right there, because those stats are terrible. 5678. Okay, so just a real quick rundown so you know what these stats actually mean. Agility is your hand-eye coordination. Constitution is what it sounds like. It's your physical constitution. Empathy is your ability to connect with other people. Intuition is a lot like wisdom is in D&D. It's your ability to intuit and to sense danger, things like that. Memory is your ability to retain information. Presence is going to be more like your charisma. It's your physical presence. It's your ability to be able to exert yourself on other people, things like that. Quickness is your physical quickness, how well you react to things. Reasoning is your ability to deduce. Self-discipline, again, kind of self-explanatory, as is strength. So not very difficult to understand those numbers once you know what they are. Okay, so I need to get the stat modifiers now. So 56 will give me a +1. Make sure I'm on the right tab here, guys. Let me make sure I bring the character sheet. So I have a +1 to his agility, which is not ideal because I would like to have more than a +1 on that, but that's okay. Constitution is an 85, which is going to bring that up to a +6 on his Constitution score. And you can see this is auto-calcing for me, thank God. So a 56 again is a +1, so he's going to have a -2 to his empathy. His intuition at 66 is going to be a +3. +3. Memory at 59 is going to be a +1 as well. His presence at 25 is going to suck. It is a -4. So yeah, he is not the guy that you want front facing the group. Quickness at 53 is going to be a 0. 34 is going to be a -3. So he's actually not as quick as I would like him to be right now. Or actually, I'm sorry, that was a 0. Oops, I'm wrong. I just put that in the wrong spot. -3 goes right here. So he's actually he doesn't reason very well. A 68 self-discipline is going to be +3. So surprisingly enough, he's going to come out with a okay self-discipline considering the penalty he gets for being a Fulfin. And strength of 69 is +3. Okay, so we now have all of our stat bonuses in place. Okay, so that's what we've got in place. So now we get to go down and we get to add all of our stat bonuses to our abilities. So when you look at skills, you'll see it has 2 stats here and 1 next to them. So agility plus empathy is going to total. Agility is 1, empathy is -2. So a -1 to this. And then for each individual skill, you're going to add another stat. So in this case, presence. So his presence sucks at -4. So this is going to be a total of -5 to the skills. Yikes, that's going to be no fun. Okay. So intuition, again, you do this with every stat, with every skill. So intuition of 4. And what was the other part of that? Reasoning. 4 plus, okay, so it's going to wash. So this is going to be a wash plus his self-discipline. So plus self-discipline is a -1. So he is at a -1 on this. God, he's going to be really rough at first as a first level character. Okay, this one does not. So you see, battle expertise does not have stats. Occasionally, skills do not get stat bonuses. So body discipline is -1 plus constitution of 9. So he gets a +8 to his body discipline. Or to his, no, I don't even body discipline, brawn. So he gets a +8 here. And then body development adds constitution again, which is going to be 8 plus 9, which is going to be 17. Nice. He's actually really tough. So agility plus strength is 1 plus 5, so a total of 6. So for his combat expertise, combat training is a +6 base. And for this, you're going to add his strength again, which is +5. So this is a +11. +11, and then a +1 again, so +7. He does have writing, so empathy plus intuition. So empathy is -2, intuition is 4, so a +2. He has +2 here, plus his reasoning. 2 plus reasoning is going to be -2. So he has some skills that are going to be pretty rough going in his early career. Agility plus memory. So agility 1, memory 1, so 2. It's going to be a 2 right here. Then plus the self-discipline, which is... Self-discipline is a -1, so +1 to that. Yikes. And a +1 to that as well, because Leathercraft uses self-discipline as well. Environmental is intuition plus memory. Intuition is 4. Memory is 1, so +5 to that. +5, and then he is going to get plus reasoning here. 5 plus reasoning, and reasoning is a -4, so it's only a +1 to that. So eek. Hopefully you guys are seeing that bad stats in this game can be really rough. I don't have anything of piloting. Okay, I don't need to worry about that one. Okay. So memory plus memory. Memory is 1, so 2. It's going to be a 2 base. It's going to be a 2 base. And then plus his reasoning, which I believe is a 1, right? His reasoning was a 1? No, -4. Okay, so reasoning is -4. Okay, never mind. Reasoning is -4. Okay, so we have 2 plus -4 is -2 to this. -2 to this. -2 to this. -2 to this. Bad, memory plus memory. Again, that's going to be a 2 plus reasoning. Wowza. -2. -2 here. Even though he speaks these languages, guys, the ranks are going to be doing the heavy lifting for him on these skills that revolve around heavy penalties. Where he has heavy penalties is going to really revolve around his ranks. So intuition plus memory is 5. Intuition plus memory is a 5. So he's okay here, 5, but that is only going to leave it at 1 because of his reasoning being so terrible. Okay, he doesn't have lycanthropy, so agility plus strength is 1 plus, what was strength again? Strength was 5. Okay, so 6 on that. Plus his constitution of, I believe his constitution was ridiculous. I just forgot what it was. 9. So 9 plus 6 is going to be 15, I believe. So he actually gets a really good run modifier here. He's not a performer. Thank God. He doesn't have power manipulation. He's not a science guy. Okay, so empathy plus intuition. Empathy plus intuition is... Empathy is -2. Intuition is 4, so +2. Start. That one. So he starts at a 2. And then presence. Presence and empathy. Presence and empathy. So presence is -4. So -2 to the presence skill. Presence skill. So where are we at? Okay, so he is going to be -2 and +3 here. His empathy's a 1. Ambush ranged is agility plus self-discipline, so -4 + 1, I believe. So it's -3. Yeah, -3. Yikes. His ambush is going to suck at start of the game. Yikes. Yeah, oh, went too far. -3 plus his intuition, which is, I believe, a 1. No, it's a 4. So +1. So it's going to be a +1 to his subterfuge. +1, +1, +1. Yeek. And that is all he has. So, okay, guys, that's all of the stat modifiers and everything are in place. So the last thing you do here before you go into anything else is you're going to total up your total modifiers. So we have a 5 plus a 20, which is 25. So he has a total bonus of 25 to the skill. He has I'm sorry, -5. That's not +5, -5. So 20. This is going to be a +10 to that skill. This is going to be 4 + 1, so +5. +5 to that skill. Or not, +4 to that skill. This is going to be 10 + 2, so +12 to that. 15. Okay, so this is going to be his total hit points I'm doing here right now, guys. So you know, 15 + 33 is 48. 48 + 17 is 65. He has 65 hit points. He's actually not doing bad. This is going to be ugly because he's at -25 for that. 11 + 10 is 21, + 23 to this skill. 5 + 11 is +16 to this skill. Oh, crap. I left this one off. So this is 7. This is 7. So 7. Oh, that's because I put the 7 in the wrong spot. Okay. 7 + 10 + 7. So 14 + 24. This is +3 because he has terrible reasoning skills. This is going to be a +11. This is going to be a +11. This is going to be +11. That is going to be 11 + 13. And that is going to be a +6 on that skill right there. This is a +8. I believe all these skills are +8. Yeah, they are. That one's +8. That is +8. And then 25 - 2 is +23. +8. Okay, 15 - 2 is +13. +13. +8. +8. +8. +8. Okay, so he's only good in a couple of things here. Okay, we have 1 + 5. That's going to be a +6 here. That is going to be a +11. That is going to be a reasoning. Plus reasoning is going to be a 1. So, oh, wow. -24 to his poison skill right now. Nice. That'll change if I ever put skill ranks into it. Plus constitution is +9. So 15. +25 here. This is going to be 20, 35, 39. It's going to be a 39. That is, I left presence out here. -4. -3, -2. So that's going to be a +8. It's going to be a +13. That is going to be a +8. Okay, this is going to be 11, 18. That is going to be an 11. That is going to be a 13. And yeah, okay, so that's all the skills. Guys, we just totaled all the skills this character has. And that took us about 5 minutes. It's really not super difficult to do. It really isn't. Last thing you need to do, honestly, is resistance rolls. So intuition for channeling is going to be, intuition is a 4. A 4. Empathy is going to be a -4, I believe is empathy, right? Empathy is a -2. Okay, so -2. Presence is going to be, I think presence is the -4, right? Yeah, presence was the -4. Okay. Yeah, he's very susceptible to psionics. This is going to be a 9. And his fear is self-discipline, which is a -1. So we total it out. This is going to be a 6. This is going to be a wash. This is going to be a -2 to his resistance rolls. This is going to be, he can take physical damage like a champ, by the way. And he has a little bit of resistance to fear, not a ton, but okay. So last thing you got to do is initiative's equal to your quickness bonus. So his quickness bonus is a 2. He has 60, what was he, 60 something hit points, or 65 hit points. Okay, 65 hit points. He has no power because he's not a caster. Over that. And then you're going to go down here. You're going to go to his quickness DB, which is equal to his quickness bonus, which is a 2. And I'm not worried about, like I said, I'm not going to get into the passives and all that stuff because, again, that gets deeper into the systems, guys. I just wanted to show you how to basically create a character with this. And, guys, that is literally pretty much it. So 15. So, like for this one right here, we can go calculate 15% plus 2 times his strength mod. His strength modifier is a 5, so 15% plus 10 is going to be 20%. We can go ahead and get his maximum pace real quick. I got to remember how his pace works. Movement speed. Okay, so he gets +1 foot for being a Wolfen, and he takes half of the character's quickness modifier, so 1. So he's going to gain 2 feet. So he can move 22 feet and around. His maximum pace is 22 feet and around. So he can move 22 feet. And as far as I can tell, guys, that's pretty much all you need to know to create a character. You know, you can add in his age, their build, and all that fun stuff. And eventually you're going to buy your gear and your armors and all that fun stuff as well with your character builds. But, guys, as I said, building a character for this game, it does take time. We just took about 58 minutes to build a character. So it's about an hour process when you know what you're doing, once you know what you're doing. But it's not a hard game to create characters for. It's really not. Hopefully you guys get something out of this video. If you're interested in Rolemaster Unified, it's available on DriveThruRPG, both as print on demand and as a PDF. Great game. They have severely, as you can see, the numbers here are not generally huge. You know, for starting characters anyways, outside of hits, are generally not very huge. They've kind of lowered the numbers that are going to be added. And since you can only buy 2 ranks per level, those numbers are not going to change drastically very quickly. So keep that in mind. And that's just how that is. And the game itself plays very simply. It's a D100 system. Basically, you're looking to roll 75 or greater to succeed. Some skills do have what they call partial success and stuff like that. But that's, again, getting into the meat of the system. That's not my goal here, is not to get into the meat of the system. But good game, fun, exciting game. Not hard to create characters for, not hard to play. If you want more information, by all means, post in the comments. I'll be happy to answer questions. If I did miss something, I apologize. I don't think I missed anything, but I could have. But overall, that's the gist of it. As always, guys, follow the 3 rules if you're going to leave comments. No ad hominems, no picking fights, no leaving college dissertations. Other than that, guys, we hope you guys have fun, and we do hope to see you guys around the game table at some point.